Okay, see the truck's jacked up, tearing things apart on it. Wiring harness, that's part of that. Got all the fluids out on it. I'm starting to disconnect everything. Now, I was going to drop the transmission out and then pull the engine, pull the engine up and out and do that number. But I'm gonna pull the hood and hood hinges and fender and front clip and all that off anyway to do rust repair and preventative. Okay, disassembly update. That fender there was quite the chore to get out. You actually have to loosen up the front clip to get it to come around because everything's all lipped in and everything, right? So I figured that out, and I did miss one fastener right there. Thankfully it's all rotted and everything. That one's right here. And speaking of all this is why I'm tearing it apart. All this right here leads to all that rot in there. It'll rot the bottom of your doors out, all that stuff. So I don't want to go in and put a bunch of work into the truck and 5-10 years down the road it just has holes all in it. To me that defeats the purpose. So that's why I'm doing all this and get it all cleaned up. I mean, it needs it. We have bad rot in areas. Some of it's service, but a lot of it's just rot that needs to be taken care of right there. And of course all the fasteners breaking off, and not too many. I only had one actually that I had to grind out, but I think I have an idea for these clips, replacing those with something else, maybe a riv nut. I don't know. I got to think on that. That's going to be on reassembly. Now that's a change, isn't it? So now time to clean the shop up right here. Get ready to pull an engine, get rid of, stuff like this right there. Move that around. Probably go ahead and pull the dart out. Yeah, I got the doors open because it's nice and pretty. Not much left on the firewall, but you can see back up in here, this needs some work. Now, I only had to cut 2 bolts, and I got to figure out how to get my extension. When I was taking this bolt down, I dropped my extension and socket down in that chamber. So I think it could be done easily. Right there it is. So not too horrible. It sucked to begin with. Of course, there's all this interior that's going to be part of this build. Part of doing the firewall, part of doing the electrical, because this stuff here, this right there, it's been bypassed for a reason. And it's just old stuff. That's how you catch your vehicle on fire right there. So we're going to get all this all fixed up. So just a lot of little things to do, but now I can get to all of this that needs to be redone, right? Some of it may be good. Okay, some of it probably is not good. Most of it probably is not good. Let's just be honest. All this needs to be gone through and cleaned and replaced. Anyway, that's what we got there. So I got to get back at it. I have a lot of little things kind of going on that I need to pick up, and that's part of it. Is make sure when you get done with a phase, just go ahead and pick stuff up. Get all your tools up, then you're not missing tools, and you have a place to work, because right now it's hard to even walk around the truck. If you remember Herald 2.0, which is a 3/4 ton long wheelbase, 73, and I stuffed the slant 6 out of the, it's the one I rebuilt, but we had the cracked head in. It was in the Ram Charger. I stuffed it down there for storage. I'm going to get this in the shop and pull this out and stuff the 440 down there, and I'll go ahead and put the hood on and tidy this up right here and re-ramp everything up real good on the 440, and that's going to be its home for now. Also want to kind of go through this truck and clean the bed out and get some of the stuff I don't really need up here back into the other shop. That's kind of the idea there. And I think it'd be super cool to build this truck with that 440 and the RV transmission. This is originally an automatic truck, and it was converted to a manual at one point, which if you watch some of the old videos on this, I pulled that stuff out. Actually, I broke the engine in with that 4-speed grinding transmission. So that's what's coming up here is, well, doing things that don't cost any money, because the engine's at the machine shop and the heads are actually over there at my neighbor's place. He's got a setup to do that, so I figure I'll give him a shot at doing that. You know, he's got all the equipment to do it, so we'll do that and help him out. And well, that's going to cost money, so I got to do like the free things that are kind of things I need to do anyway. So that's what I'm going to be working on for the next few weeks or so, is just doing these kinds of things here. Oh, and of course, lots of cleanup and repair work to do on all this stuff in here as well. So all the little things where the metal has cracked in there, that'll have to be cleaned and welded up and repaired and get some sort of fastener on there. I might do rib nuts, or I might just do the little speed nut things on there, but I think I want to replace all of those. That way I'm preventing anything from breaking as I'm assembling it there. That looks good down in there. Now, it ain't like fit in there. I don't know if that's the right engine mounts. It does get in there, but I wouldn't run those on this setup. So probably need to look at those. And of course the engine still needs to come over a little bit, but there's not a lot of room for exhaust coming through there. Oh, I had to take the oil pan off because it was front sump, and yeah, the sump would hit. So the oil pan's laying over there. I do need to go to the other shop. I'll see if I can dig one of those up before I roll this out. If not, I'll maybe take some of that tempered hardboard and cut me a little pattern and bolt it on. That way I'm holding on to all my bolts, and it's, you know, keeping the dirt daubers out, you know. This thing looks super clean. I'm getting excited for whenever I can get on this build, if I'm able to ever get to it, because that just looks awesome down in there. That looks way better than when it's in that truck. You probably can't see because we're looking out the... Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Or does it go into dart? No, not doing that. It's like, yeah. Oh, but anyways, yeah, exciting moment. Got that in there, a couple little bolts in there just to hold it in. Like I said, this is just storage for now, but this is also the engine that I think I want down in here, and transmission. So this is giving me some good ideas of how this is going to work. Anyway, might go play with some manifold and see how tight fit it is. But these trucks come with 440s in them, so it's just getting the right setup for it, and they probably make headers for it and all that too. So it's really not that big a deal, just getting the right components for it.